What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Knife Life EDC. And if we have any new viewers, obviously welcome, more the merrier. Got a quick little overview slash review of the BRS E-Volve Apache. I bought this thing probably 4, 5 months, probably 5 months ago. Um, it's been a little while, and I've actually loved using this little thing. Um, it's small enough that you can use like I say, I like to use my little smaller knives mostly into my pouches, my little everyday carry pouches. And this is kind of one I like to sometimes put in there, but I also carry it sometimes. And obviously, I'll carry this thing around the house just to kind of fidget with. I don't know why. This is one of my favorite fidgeting knives, like at home, just because I don't know why. It just is. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels, and I like the action on it. The action's great. Like, it is a button lock, obviously. I do like button locks most of the time. Like, I think I like button locks and bar locks. Like, they're my two favorite types of locking mechanisms. And this is also D2 steel. And it is pretty sharp. Like, I stroked it a few times, but it's remained pretty sharp overall. It is also what I kind of like about it. It is small enough to use almost like a fifth. What do they call it? Like a fifth knife or something like that, where it's small. It fits in your like little pocket on your pants or whatever. But it's pretty close to that size. I'm gonna just throw out a comparison real quick of another knife. And I'm gonna actually do it shut first because I compared them earlier. Like, here is the Civivi Mini Praxis, and if you look, it's pretty close to the same size, closed. But once you open them, the blade on the BRS is actually overall like it's smaller, which is kind of cool. So I do. Here's another one real quick, just so you know, the CJRB Pyrite. This is obviously a very popular knife. All of a sudden, like, because since they just released the Warncliffe one, and they've also released like a titanium version and everything like that, so this is becoming pretty popular again. Not that it was not popular, excuse me, but just a couple comparisons real quick. It is D2 steel, which I do like D2 steel. I've never had any problems with it. Kind of a good budget steel, I guess, for me. This was $70 on Blade HQ. I think it is an BH. Excuse me, words are hard. Blade HQ exclusive. So I think it is an exclusive for them. I kind of liked it just because it reminds me of a stormtrooper. Like, it just, yeah, that's kind of honestly why I bought it, because it looked like a stormtrooper from Star Wars. But like I said, it's got great action. You have your flipper, obviously, and there's no texturing, but you can see, like, obviously there's no texturing. I've never had any problems flipping it open, though. Like, I've never slipped off or anything like that. And it always opens smooth. And obviously you can hit the button lock and flip it open. The one thing I will say, when I first bought this thing was a butthole to get to open up through the finger hole. It just didn't want to open up at first, and obviously right there did not look too cool. But it honestly took me about a week or maybe 2 weeks just constantly trying to flip it open. Like, I couldn't flip it open at all. Like, at first, I don't know why. Like, it was just stuck. I never did. I didn't have any KLP or KPL, excuse me. I didn't have any KLP at the time, so I didn't get to oil it or anything like that, or lube it or anything. But it gradually, it just needed broke in really well, and now it just works perfect. Like, I love this thing, and like I said, I love to flip it. It is ambidextrous pocket clip and with tip up. So I always like the ambidextrous pocket clips for all my lefties out there. My dad's a left-handed, so I gotta represent a little bit. If you look, it does have a recessed pocket clip, and the screws are also recessed, which is always a bonus for me. I love recessed screws. Another thing I really liked was the pivot right here. This is absolutely flush. See, nothing showing, so no snags, no nothing. The little pocket clip, I did like that too. It's a small pocket clip. I don't want no big pocket clip on a small knife. You know, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's kind of dumb. But that's me. You know what? Everybody has their preference, and you know what? This is mine. You know, if you like a longer one, hey, go for it. Get you some. Um, I do like that it got a fat belly. I did like that. At first, I really was iffy on it, but it definitely has some chunk to it. Let me show you again up close. See, there's definitely a difference in size. I like the big old fat belly. I do. I was kind of surprised by it. Kind of didn't care for it at first, but it really grew on me. Let's get some measurements real quick. Let's see what kind of stuff we got here. The cutting edge of the blade is not quite 2.5, maybe 2.35, something like that. 2.35, 2.45, something like that. In between there. The overall length is a little over 6. I mean, like 6 point. I think it might be 6.1, something like that. 6 to 6.1, probably 6.1. So it's not too bad. Like I said, it's a pretty small knife, and it's a great one to carry. Like if you don't want a large knife, if you want something that you can really hide really, really easy. Let's get a weight real quick for you. I still need to get a stupid scale. Look on my food scale. Well, I don't use it for food anymore. I got something newer, obviously. So, and my daughter has messed with it though. There we go. 2.6. So yeah, see, it's not a heavy knife. It's pretty light. Just get some paper real quick. Let's get some paper. Let's see how good I am today with the cutting paper. I have my off days, which is half the time cutting paper, because it is really sharp. Like it's lit me up once accidentally. Man, one day I'm gonna be so good at cutting paper, it will amaze you all. See, it's definitely sharp. Like I said, I've stroked it a few times. It's a great overall knife. Like I said, $70. It's hard for that price, $70. Like, I would rather. There's one knife that I think was also $70-$80, and that was the Civivi Cache I have. And honestly, I would rather buy this for that same price, because for one, it's button lock. I like the D2. I like the color. I like the way this looks. And overall, it's a very just good knife, I think. It is a little small. Like, if you have smaller hands, like, obviously it works too. But you're always going to have a pinky just about going off. But it's not, like, unbearable. Like, it's really not bad. You can't, like, choke up too. So that, obviously you're not going to want to do that. It does have a little choil for sharpening and everything. I did kind of like this. I don't know why I didn't at first, but this knife really grew on me, guys. Let me tell you that. Like, it really did just kind of grow on me, and like I don't mind that anymore. I did at first, but now I think it fits me well. It does have some big old jimping, I guess. I don't know why it's like that, but it doesn't bother me either. Like, it's not really. I don't think it really serves a purpose for me, but like I said, it's still, like, you can still choke up on it if you need to a little bit. It's just a great knife. You will have, like I said, your pinky hanging off a little bit. If you have a bigger hand, this may not be the knife for you, unless you don't mind that pinky falling off all the time. Like I said, small hand right here. There you go. That's what it's going to look like. So you guys all see it. But like I said, great knife. For $70, I would say I'm stingy. I am so stingy. Like, I have to think about this for a while. Before I buy a knife, I think about it for a while. And I would probably pay $70 for this again, just because I do like this. I have carried it, and I've enjoyed carrying it. And those are like my criteria for it, like whether I think something was worth the money or not. And I would say this was worth my money. I don't know, maybe for others. You can also find cheaper stuff out there, which I say if you need a cheaper knife, go find you one. Cause you gotta buy what's in your budget, obviously. And at this time, my budget was a little higher. Like, it goes up and down, obviously, like everybody else, I'm sure. But I say, if you can, go pick this little guy up. It's great for you. It'll fit in an EDC pouch for you, or in your pocket, wherever you need it to go. But if you like the video, please just subscribe, or leave me a thumbs up or a comment or anything. I'd love to hear from you guys, and let me know what you guys think.